Hey everybody, this is Derek here from the KiTbetter Artist Loft at South by Southwest 2026. We're here with
Artist name Magnolian and actual name Dulguun.
Dulguun.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Dulguun. Thank you for coming, Magnolian. I want to make sure everyone, it feels weird to refer to you by your artist name, but then also
No, you're
I
good.
want people
Everybody
to
does
know
it as well.
I want people to know it.
Yeah.
Hailing all the way from Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. My first question had something to do with that. You know, your music is very much, I'd say, like indie folk, but that's rooted in this. I don't know. I'd say like almost like northwestern United States style of folk music. But of course, you know, you're where you're from plays into that to some degree too. How do you feel like that amalgam of things leads to your own sort of spin on this type of music?
I think you pinpointed it pretty well when you said Northwestern, because literally I just had lunch where we were uh, fangirling over Fleet Foxes.
Yeah, yeah. One of
Seattle.
my favorites
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all time. Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that for hours, but yeah, Northwestern I think is pretty accurate in terms of the mood and the there's a lot of overlap. But I grew up on a diet of American music and folk music, and but so when I started making music, uh, you just basically copy the songs that you
Sure.
love, the artists that you love,
Yeah.
and mm, you know, since I'm kind of more of an indie rock uh, artist, and that was what I listened to. That was the music that I started to make. But also, since I'm Mongolian, uh, it just naturally became Mongolian as well. And I don't try to make it Mongolian,
Yeah. What do you feel
but
like
it just
sneaks
comes out.
in there that gives it a Mongolian flavor? What is it just there's something in the DNA?
I think so. I think that would be how you would describe it. For example, one of my songs called "The Bride and the Bachelor," I had written that, um, and then the ending of it, I didn't. I just wrote it, and then when we recorded it, my producer was like, "This sounds very Mongolian. This sounds like a Mongolian praise song, and we should
Mm.
add the horsehead fiddle, Mongolian horsehead fiddle on it."
Yeah.
And then when we did, it fit like a glove, and so that, for example, i- is how the Mongolianness sneaked into my music,
Yeah.
and I didn't intend for it to be like that. I didn't. It wasn't a conscious decision, but
Right.
and you know, like my identity is kind of something that I'd grappled with for many years, and then at some point I realized that I don't really need to try,
Right.
because
Your identity is whatever comes out.
yeah, exactly, so you know, just because I don't like ride horses and
Right.
herd animals
Sure.
doesn't mean
Well,
I'm not
Ulaanbaatar
Mongolian.
is like a big city too. That's not
It is, yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah, yeah,
the majority of the music that I've heard from you at least is in English.
that's right, yeah.
Have you always spoken English and Mongolian, or did you learn English at a certain point?
Yeah, I mean, as far back as I can remember, I've spoken English and Mongolian. My first language was Mongolian,
Yeah.
but I started going to an English speaking school at a young age.
Yeah.
So my whole education was in English. And a lot of what I consumed was in English, the movies and the
Right.
books and the music. So I'm just more comfortable and confident writing in English.
Do you feel like writing in English allows you to access something different, let's say, than writing in Mongolian?
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so. And I think writing in English, I can probably because I'm more confident in it, I feel like I can break it up a little more,
Yeah.
you know. Whereas in Mongolian, my English is better than my Mongolian. So when I write in Mongolian, I'm more conscious of trying to make it sound correct, or more poetic or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
English, I can be a little more loosey goosey with
Right.
it, and
You're trying to be a little more traditionalist when you're thinking and writing in Mongolian.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I don't want people to think, wait, this guy doesn't know what he's writing.
He's not a real Mongolian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But writing in Mongolian feels it's different. It's different languages and they have different strengths, and
Yeah.
so
So much of your music, I feel like, exists in this sort of intimate, quiet space. A very like almost contemplative, and there's a lot of I don't know. It feels like you're sitting by a fire somewhere. When you're writing music, do you feel like you have to create an environment where you can access that type of space, or do you feel like sometimes you're writing something that's more intimate or quieter and there's chaos happening around you? Is there a parallel between what your music sounds like and the writing process?
Well, first of all, thank you for saying that. You really listen to songs and you really, got into it. So, I appreciate that. Uh,
Your music is fantastic.
well, thank you. And yeah, sitting by the fire. That's a beautiful way to describe it. And that is literally where and how I've written some of the songs.
Mm,
I have uh, during the summers I live out in the woods, and so I do make a fire sometimes
yeah,
when I write the music. But in terms of physically where and when I write the songs, uh, yeah, I try to write when I'm alone.
yeah.
That's that's much easier to write.
Writing when you're not alone is an insane process. It's
That
so
is hard.
embarrassing to write when other people are around.
It
'Cause it
is.
feel you the writing process is messy, and then I feel like, at least for myself, it sounds stupid until it doesn't, you know? I don't
Yeah,
want people to hear the stupid version.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't want to see how the sausage is made,
Right,
You don't
yeah,
want you
exactly.
don't want people to see that. And but this goes to like even the, I was listening to an interview with Billie Eilish
Mm,
the other day, and she was talking about how there was a take that she did in one of the new songs. I think it was like Birds of a Feather,
yeah,
where Phineas stepped out and then she did the take when he wasn't there. So
yeah,
even Billie Eilish, next to her own brother,
right,
even she needed that space to be by herself so that
right.
she can reach that
Completely
space.
unself-conscious. And
Exactly.
it's so interesting because someone like her, it's this performance that's funneling into this completely solitary space that then is going to go to the entire world.
Yeah.
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 Such an
Exactly.
interesting, like, dichotomy between intimacy and, like, complete exposure.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, what was the first album you've ever bought? Do you remember?
First album I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or one of the first, or maybe someone gave it to you.
I think it was probably when I was 7 or 8, and uh, I think it was In Sync.
Yeah, yeah,
You'd watch Disney Channel, and
sure.
it was probably like a show or something where In Sync came on, um, and I was like, "This is cool."
Yeah.
And then I asked my mom to buy me an In Sync album. I
The
think it was
majority of
No
the
Strings
answers have
Attached.
been that, yeah, No Strings Attached has what's on that? I
Bye,
don't
bye, bye. That
Bye
one's
Bye
got
Bye
that
is on
one. What
that.
else? What else is on that? A lot of hits on that record.
Do you feel like the physical experience of music, having an album, playing an album, creating an album, does physical music still have meaning in your life?
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I buy records. I buy vinyl records,
Yeah.
um, and just to it's nice to have something to hold.
Yeah.
Um, and it's nice to sit down and put a record on and just listen to it,
Yeah.
Uh,
Especially you're living in the woods, it's, like, nice and easy to feel.
yeah,
I feel like putting a Fleet Foxes record on and just enjoying your surroundings.
that's how it's meant to be.
That's how
Yeah.
it's meant to be.
Yeah, yeah. And especially now when you have like everything all the time available, and you listen to it, and then if you don't like it, you just skip it and find something else. It's it kind of mm, forces you or to be more patient and be
Yeah.
more present.
Yeah.
So that's
Important.
important.
Presence,
And
we're losing that talent, and I hope that it continues to come back.
yeah, and I think as things get more digital and as things get more available and plentiful, there's a human need to slow down and just to
Mhm. I feel like your
yeah.
music is contributing to that, so thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you so much. And I'm a big fan of albums, uh, like like listening to entire
Like
albums
the
start
way
to
the
finish.
artist intended.
Yeah, and I just finished my record, and I'm working on like how to uh like the track list
Yeah.
and like how to arrange it uh so that the listener can have a journey from the beginning to the end of the record. I don't know how many people actually listen to records like that,
I
but
mean, I
I
certainly
do,
do.
and you do.
I will listen to your album like that.
Oh well, thank you, man. So this is I'm doing it for you, man. So
Yeah, it's for
yeah,
me. It's
yeah.
thank you. Have you announced what the album is gonna be called yet? Have you announced?
I haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
The songs are done, so
songs are
yeah,
done. That's coming out at some point this year?
at some point this year.
At some point this year. And any shows coming up? Any tours planned?
Uh,
I know you had a show last
I
night,
had a show
right?
last night. I got another show South by tomorrow, um, and then a couple shows in Mongolia. There's a big festival in Mongolia called Playtime Festival in July. I'm slated to play there, but yeah, haven't announced any other shows yet.
Sure. Well, listen, first of all, go to Mongolia.
It's got rolling hills. It's got horses. So
There's a lot more to it.
there's a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. What do people not know about Mongolia that they should?
Hmm.
Because there's the stereotype, right? But
Yeah.
then there's so much more to it, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the stereotype is like a very postcard picture of
Right, of
Mongolia,
course.
and we do have that.
Yeah.
So we definitely do have that, and you can experience it, especially in the summer. But I think what people are surprised by when they come to Mongolia is that it is very modern,
Yeah.
very urban, and you come to UB, you come to Ulaanbaatar. UB is how we like.
Right, right, right.
Um, that's the nickname, and you come to UB, and it's just full of energy.
Yeah.
It's bustling. There's happening stuff happening all the time, so it's quite exciting. You know, you walk through the city and you feel the energy of the city. You feel its life,
Mm.
and so Mongolia is actually very urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's lots of cool new things happening. Our population is very young, so and our young population is also coming of age and starting to create and do things and form and redefine what it means to be Mongolian and modernizing the Mongolian identity. So
Mm.
it's actually a really exciting time to be in Mongolia.
Yeah. The ambassador himself, Magnolian, thank you so much for coming out. Hopefully people can check you out. If not coming to Mongolia, then next time you're out touring, look out for the album, which will the name will be revealed. That's coming out this year. Thank you again. Really appreciate it. Really loving your music, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care.